Some houses are old, some are forgotten, and some whisper secrets that should never be heard. Emily had always been drawn to mystery, and when she inherited her late aunt's house, she couldn't resist exploring. But she wasn't alone. The house felt alive. The walls, brittle and worn, held stories, and something else, something scratching just beneath the surface. The first night, she heard it, a whisper, almost too faint to catch, her name drifting through the silence. A diary, left behind, told of a girl who lived there long ago, a girl who spoke of the walls and what lurked inside them. The whispers grew louder. The walls swelled, like something was pushing to break free. And then she saw it. A face, hollow, grinning. The whispers turned to screams. Emily tried to run, but the house had other plans. Hands clawed from the walls, grasping, pulling. The diary's final words flashed in her mind. Once you hear them, they never let go. The next morning, the house stood quiet. No sign of Emily, just new whispers waiting for the next visitor.
Some places are cursed not by fate, but by the choices made within them. Blackwood Manor was one such place, a house that stood in silent anticipation, waiting. James had never believed in ghost stories. They were just that, stories. But when he inherited Blackwood Manor, the warnings from the townspeople unsettled him. "Don't stay past midnight," they said. "The house watches." The moment he stepped inside, he felt it. The weight of unseen eyes. The air, thick with something unspeakable. Among the many paintings, one stood out. A woman in a crimson dress, her face untouched by time. Her eyes seemed to follow him, her lips curled in a knowing smirk. That night he found an old journal. It belonged to Victor Blackwood, the last known heir before him. "They come at midnight," the last entry read. "The ones I betrayed." As the clock struck midnight, the house groaned. The air turned icy. Shadows stretched unnaturally along the walls. Then, the door to the basement creaked open. James swore he hadn't touched it. The darkness beyond felt alive, waiting. A whisper slithered through the air. "You're home now." A hand, bone-white and grotesque, slithered from the void. He ran, but the halls shifted. Doors led to nowhere. The walls pulsed, breathing. The house had come alive. Then he saw it. His reflection in the grand mirror, smiling back. But he wasn't smiling. By morning, Blackwood Manor stood as it always had. Silent, empty. But in the portrait hall, a new face had joined the others. James, his eyes devoid of life.